Wholeness, beautiful beings, welcome to my channel. Najah Rasheedah here, and I just want to give a general update. This video will probably be one of two. Good evening. This is a night recording. So there's been some major updates that I'm in the middle of for my YouTube channels. So we have notes of Najah Rasheedah, and then we also have Najah Rasheedah music. Please, 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 you are all invited to check out my music channel. It's been up for about 3 years. I was consistent from I think 2020 on to 2022. 2023 was a major stop sign. Major personal life events at the time that I just had other priorities, and now given that I am juggling I am juggling my teaching job as well as my master's degree. I have decided to review and research on how to properly legally protect my intellectual property. As far as my music and my art, you have not seen much of my artwork because I have this annoying, nagging feeling that people will take it and make prints off of it, and without it being legally protected. And so it is a big investment, but with any business, the amount of time, and it's almost like a baby, right? It's like someone writing a book, someone writing or composing a masterpiece, someone creating a product for people to use or to wear or put on their body. The amount of love and attention that I want to put towards my work, and that I have in the past, no matter how novice it may sound, because the quality of my music is subpar. I know that. As a classically trained musician, I'm very much aware that the recordings that you will listen to and the music that you will vibe and connect with, it's going to sound a bit glitchy. It's going to sound a bit off. But I need you guys, this is a really big favor, to just go through my playlist. All right, listen to the live recordings, and listen to recordings that I produce via software, and tell me what sounds like shit. Okay, tell me what sounds like crap. Tell me what sounds good. Tell me if things where things need more work. I am a perfectionist at heart. I just have this grilled and deep into my soul, okay? And I don't mind hearing criticism. My brain is trained to hear criticism and things that, it's ever since I was little, from a very critical mother to very critical professors and musicians. I don't mind. Be respectful. Try to be kind, I guess. If you say, hey, Najah, this sucks, send, fine. Okay, but please tell me what exactly needs help, and what exactly can I, like digital devices that will help me. I come from a strictly live, acoustic background where you don't have little gadgets and gadgets to make you sound perfect like they do in the mainstream music. You are relying on your voice, you're relying on your breath, the health of your body, your focus, your skill set, your memory, muscle memory when you're playing the instruments, right? I spent many years in orchestra, spent many years in choirs, and spent many years singing. So I am performing live on stage. Recording music is a whole different ball game, but people will rip you off. That's what I'm that's why I kind of stopped, because I ran into a little bird told me how easy it is for someone to go to my channel and just take all my work and make it their own. And so it was a very indirect, direct kind of comment that I took to heart, and I'm like, whoa, and I hit pause. And then when I hit pause, that's when the whole channel slowed down because I had other priorities in my life I needed to focus on at that time. Now that I am gaining a bit more understanding of the amount of time I need to put in my studies, amount of time that I need to put in my IEP legal work, my case work, and the amount of time that my music will need, obviously. A couple more comments about the music. Listen, or just uploading in general. Not notes of Najah Rasheedah, I think well, there's a reason why I changed the name, and it's primarily just someone wanted to use it. And what's funny is that I spent a lot of money. I spent a lot of money developing the trademark for the name. Okay, this is when I was traveling. I was in another state, and I had this fabulous idea that I can make a music therapy business, what have you. Okay, but the thing is about that, when you incorporate words like therapy and healing into your business, you're more liable if things go wrong to be sued, because you say, oh, well, my music is meant to hurt, to heal someone. Someone could easily say, well, the music caused me, caused my brain tumor to grow, or the it caused a severe migraine that caused my accident. Like, or it put me under hypnosis and I lost control of the car. Like, I mean, I don't know. I know that sounds preposterous, but I'm all about protecting myself and also protecting the things that I create. And it is a long process to go through the nitty gritty of getting all this together. But if any of you have, previous business experience, you all know that starting out, especially when you're financially illiterate, it's just a learning curve. You're gonna end up spending a lot more money and wasting a lot more money at the beginning, depending on how financially literate you are, and depending on how well you're versed in the laws of the state and the laws of the country or international. Yeah, that's one note about about it, that I'm, as you all know, I like the topics, or the notes that I make on this channel specifically are strictly philosophical, about consciousness, spirituality, and maybe a little bit of political and cultural commentary from here or there, so sprinkle it a little bit. But it's all about empowerment and inspiring and questioning the human condition and why we do the things we do. I have this deep inner knowing, which I've told you guys. I stopped doing energy readings on this channel because I feel like it is, number one, a field that's oversaturated, and people have turned this gift or this practice into like pretty much a get rich quick kind of thing, and it's not meant to be a form of for entertainment purposes only. I find that preposterous. When you're doing an energy reading, because this is why I stopped doing rune readings, and why I slowed down and just kind of morphed into just speaking, about philosophical stuff and all that. It's when you're doing energy or spiritual readings, anything metaphysical, it is not purely for entertainment at all. It is very dangerous to use such a tool. And then with the incorporation of AI, my belief is that they're going to take the energy readings and make it to where they're going to combine all this data that they're gathering through all these psychic, tarot, oracle, astrological readings. They're going to gather all that and create an actual artificial intelligence that will be your soothsayer, that will be your oracle, that will be your psychic. And it's going to be very specific and meet your needs per se. So this is why part of the digital age, everyone's uploading everything, but with all that data, and even you can delete everything, with all that data, they're going to take all of that and they're making it and sharpening the skills of the AI. So with that, how does that fit into my plans and my goals? Again, I have a strong belief that we are here and then we are not here. We're living and then our bodies die and we're no longer conscious here, present, living life. Okay. I believe that consciousness cannot be contained. I believe that the soul cannot be contained. I believe that we are infinite energy. So energy never dies, right? That's the true meaning of end. So with that, with my music, I always truly wanted to just heal and be a sound healer. But I got to eat. I got to keep my lights on. I got bills to pay. Okay? I know I'm sounding a bit silly, but that's the reality. And you all know that I am a humanitarian at heart and that I care about what I do. And I care about the human connection. Um, but with that, I'm also a perfectionist and I want to be taken seriously with my music. There are, when it comes to spiritual new agey consciousness meditative music out there, it is a saturated digital beautiful chaos of pick your choosing. You'll find people who are doing looping with the loop pedal over and over again, the pan thing, I don't know what they call that, the hand drum. You'll have people doing all kinds of stuff, and I can only do what I can do, and you can only listen to what you vibe with. But I do know for one thing, I want to sound of highest of quality. And this is why it's kind of like a little experiment before I continue on investigating ways to protect my intellectual property. Um, I want you guys to tell me, like, don't hold back. You will not hurt my feelings. Okay, maybe a little bit, but because we all have egos. I will take it as constructive criticism to be better and to deliver the art that you all deserve. And as far as my visual art, meaning my actual art that I draw, and I am working on a project as well right now, currently, that I will share with you in time. And it kind of deals in the realm of the spiritual new agey stuff, but there are other concepts that I'm also working with. But yeah, I want to investigate the best way to protect myself and to protect my creations, to protect my name. Yes, Najah Rasheedah, that's my name. My mom gave it to me at birth. And that is, I feel like, a one up when it comes to trademarks and when it comes to things being my name. Now, does it make it that easier or, for people to sue? It depends on what your service is. I choose to just be the only person who owns this. Okay, I'm not having employees. I'm not doing anything of that nature. God, I mean, unless I'm blessed with 5 million views, and then people, other musicians want to come in the fold, that turns into something different. But right now, just starting out, no, I'm a small business owner, and learning her way, and I'm starting off small, and the things that I'm going to sell, they're just, it's not that big of a deal, but it is part, but especially the art and the music is a big deal to me, and I want to make sure that you all, if you choose to invest in time when I make it available to you, everything is smooth, right? Because we know running a business, it can get bumpy, and it got bumpy, and I stopped. But now that I have the space and the energy, and I am, I'm very driven and focused, and I just feel that now's the time. I got the biggest sign today to get back into the swing of things. Music, I'm also an instrumentalist, and I'm teaching myself guitar. There's so much of myself I haven't shared with you all. And that's one thing I want to be mindful and heartful of, is oversharing, which I don't believe I have. But the creative part, art isn't art unless it's shared, and that's just my personal belief. You can use it as your own personal expressive thing for yourself, for your own therapy, but being the fact that I come from a strong performance background, I just, I really, it's something I want to share with you all. And so please, I'm going to put down a link to a song that I produced a few, like maybe 3 years ago or 2 years ago. And then also I'll put down the link for a whole album, a whole cycle of songs I put together. It's not really an album, but it's a whole cycle of songs that I produced. And yeah, the quality isn't great. I used what I got. Okay, I used what I had at the time. Like I had acoustic guitar amp. Okay, a basic loop, one loop pedal, a basic mic, my garage band on my laptop, my old Apple like laptop. Work with me, okay? Some cables, and I put it all together, and voila. So you please, I invite you to listen to this. If it sounds god awful, tell me and tell me what you like too, so that I can hone in those skills as well. Because it's only me, editing, producing, engineering, recording, performing. All of the instruments are me, all of them. I'm not using any. Maybe there are a couple of tracks where I took samples from a free like website, right? I didn't steal it from anybody. And then the very first recording I ever put up, it's called Être, to be in French. It's called Être, and that was a sample recording on the garage band that I just sang over, and that's it. Everything else is original. It's mine. And so I'm going literally sweeping through both channels and updating everything, actively working on my trademark because it's mine. I am the vessel for all that you will hear and all that you will see. And yeah, that's that. I am a big one on live performance. So once I get the right audio and the right equipment, I will I love I love live performance. That is just people don't understand. They underestimate the power of live performance. When I say live performance, I mean you're playing instruments, you're using your voice. There are no overlays of tracks, pre-recorded crap, and fine tuning. All the mistakes are there, right? All the glitches are there. I love that. That to me, you're capturing something. Music brings me to the present moment. So please help me out with this. I'm not nervous about it, about people commenting on, what sounds bad, what sounds good. It's a work in progress. But this is part of me I can't shut off. And I know I made that video a little while ago that was like, oh, I'm service minded. I'm going to put my creative life on the back burner, and I can't do that. I have to create, I have to draw, I have to sing, I have to play my instruments. There's so much I want to share with you. Because I write, songs for the guitar. I'm learning harp. Like there's so much, and I'm so excited to share with you, but just go in, do a little bit more digging and research. Cause I know some of you guys have already, probably Googled my name. That's fine. I don't have anything to hide. I pay my taxes. My record is clean. I'm not shady like that. And I don't talk about things on these channels, especially notes of Najah Rasheedah. I'm not gonna go like too deep on certain topics, and I'm pretty good with filtering myself. Again, I like the philosophical approach, and all that, and yeah, I'm really pretty pumped about this. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please let me know what your thoughts are. Yes, Najah Rasheedah, that is my real name. It didn't come out of thin air. It came from somewhere. Najah means success. Yeah, Al-Najah. And then Ya Rasheedah, feminine equivalent of Rashid. Ya Rashid or Al-Rashid is one of the 99 names of Allah in Islam, and also in Sufism, and so that means guided righteously, or the guide, righteously on the guided path. Like it's pretty dope. success, to have a name that means success is no pressure. You know what I'm saying? Being the oldest of three kids, you know, the firstborn daughter, like, yeah, like, you know, but whatever. It's a beautiful name. I love my name. I find that it is a powerful tool. Your name can really be a very powerful tool to use in your life, regardless if it's Sarah, Betty, John, Bob. Your name carries a frequency and it carries weight. So please, I hope you take this message and may this message find you well and whole. By the time you get this, it'll be morning, and so yeah, I'm pumped. I'm really like something when I was talking about this legal matter with gentlemen on the phone today, because they let you know, the government calls you and they're like, hey, someone's interested in your name. And I'm like, well, it doesn't make any sense for me to keep Silver Tree Sound Therapy LLC if I'm, number one, not a licensed therapist. And, you know, although I am a heavy believer in the healing arts, you have to be careful to protect yourself. Okay? People call themselves healers and therapists and all that, and then they end up getting sued, right? So, you know, if my music heals you, that, you know, I'm here to solve problems, not only be of service, but I'm here to solve problems. And that is my service, right? And if my art and my music, you know, if it does something for you, then by all means. So with that, thank you so much for tuning in. I really look forward to hearing your comments. And when you're doing digging in my whole apothecary of sounds, please let me know what you think. You can leave comments on that channel too, not just on this video. But I mean, it depends. I'll read it. I read all of your comments. You know, and I don't know how you guys, like, let me know if you want me to give you shout out, because I want to be respectful of you. I don't want all eyes on you on the commenters there, but those of you, the subscribers that are very engaged with my channel, and you engage with me, and I appreciate you. I send you the utmost love and you know, empowerment. Yes, be empowered. Please be empowered by my messages. Okay, have a good night, and I might post a second video tomorrow that deals with, you know, the normal philosophical spiritual consciousness type stuff, but this is just an update for both my channels. So check it out, let me know what you think. Good night.